What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be giving you guys my Snyder Cut review. But before we get started, make sure that you guys like, share, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment down below any other video ideas you have for me. First of all, there are lots of spoilers in this, so if you have not seen the movie, make sure you guys go watch that before you watch my review. But anyways, let's get right into it. So I felt like the beginning of the movie was really like the most similar to the original Justice League movie. It was basically like the same type of scenes, except they were obviously different because there's so much more footage in this version of the Justice League. So obviously, Steppenwolf going after the first box in Themyscira. Obviously, that was probably the most similar scene I felt like to the original Justice League movie. Then Batman tries to recruit the Justice League. He goes after Aquaman first. There was a little bit added footage to that, but it was mostly the same as the original movie. So I guess you could say in the Snyder Cut, they were kind of introducing all the heroes, like more in-depth. Flash, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, Cyborg, all of them. So yeah, the first half of the movie wasn't like as interesting as the second half of the movie, although I still thought it was pretty good. But the second half of the movie is where stuff really started to get really interesting. Yeah, the first half of the movie, or I should say the first quarter of the movie maybe, really just had some of the original storylines that we had already seen in the first movie. We did, however, get our first scene of Martian Manhunter. I thought that was pretty cool. He was impersonating Martha Kent and went to talk to Lois Lane. So it was really cool to see Martian Manhunter and exactly what he looks like in the Snyder Cut and in the DCEU. But then there was one scene that was just really cool. We saw Diana talking to Bruce about a war that happened thousands of years ago. It was Darkseid versus the people of Earth. The people of Earth did end up winning the war, but it was still awesome to see Darkseid for the first time. I think he looks great. That was just a really cool scene to see that all-out war happening. The special effects for this were just amazing. So I thought that was just a really cool scene. So then the Justice League saves the hostages from the original movie. Obviously, a lot of that footage was used in the Snyder Cut. But one thing about this scene that I really liked, even if it was really similar to the original movie, was how much better Batman was. I feel like in the original movie, he just used like a gun. But in this scene, it seemed like he was actually like fighting and using his skills instead of just using a stupid gun from the original movie. That's what I really liked. I really liked how much better they made Batman in the Snyder Cut. So anyway, Steppenwolf steals the second box from Atlantis, and then the third box is in the Justice League's possession, and then they decide to use it to revive Superman, obviously that being what they did in the original movie. So yeah, they end up using Barry's lightning to charge the box, and we actually see him run faster than light because he says that somehow time like sort of reverses when he travels faster than light. I don't know, that's pretty interesting. Maybe they should have Barry run faster than light on the actual Flash TV show. I think that'd be pretty cool to see. So anyways, they charge the box and revive Superman, and then obviously the iconic Justice League versus Superman fight starts. So the fight between the Justice League and Superman was actually a lot longer than in the original movie. There was just so much more footage in this movie as a whole, obviously. And one scene that I actually saw that was cut out from the Snyder Cut was when Superman grabbed Batman by the throat. And I actually thought that was a really good scene in the original Justice League movie. I kind of felt like they should have kept that in there, but it was still pretty good, the fight between the Justice League and Superman. And then just like the original Justice League movie, Lois Lane arrives and is able to help Superman calm down and remember who he is. So then Steppenwolf steals the final box in order to make Darkseid come to Earth once again. So he goes to his base to do that. And then the Justice League eventually also goes to his base. Batman destroys the force field so that he can get in. And the rest of the Justice League invades their base. So that was a pretty cool scene to see. Obviously, then the Justice League goes up against Steppenwolf. I thought that was pretty cool. I kind of like Steppenwolf a lot better in this movie because it almost didn't feel like that he wasn't the main villain. I felt like Darkseid was behind everything. That's why I kind of liked Steppenwolf in the movie a lot more than the original Justice League movie. I felt like he was more of a servant to Darkseid than he was the main villain, even though he was still the one, fighting all the battles versus the Justice League. Then we see Superman go back to the Kryptonian ship, and he ends up putting on the black suit, just like we all saw. Obviously, this is very comically accurate, because after Superman dies, he does put on the black suit when he returns. So then Superman arrives at the battle, and it's definitely over for Steppenwolf right there. But then we have Cyborg and the Flash trying to stop the portal for Darkseid to come to Earth. But Barry is injured, so he really can't run around the base in order to help Cyborg stop the portal. So it's too late, and the portal ends up opening for Darkseid to come to Earth. But then we see probably one of the coolest looking scenes in the entire movie. We see Barry running at the speed of light, or way, way, way faster than the speed of light. Everything looks like it's space around him. It just looks so cool. In this movie, it felt like the Flash was just so much more powerful, and I really like that. But yeah, then with Barry running faster than the speed of light, he's able to do his little reverse time thing. It sort of felt like something Nora Westdalen used to be able to do in The Flash Season 5. But yeah, it was so cool to see the Flash do this in the Justice League movie. I felt like every character in this movie, including basically the Flash and Batman, they were the two that I really liked a lot more in this movie because of the added scenes. But yeah, this movie was just so much better than the original Justice League movie. But yeah, then Barry is able to stop Darkseid from coming to Earth, as Superman and Cyborg are able to separate the boxes from each other, thus defeating Steppenwolf, but Darkseid is still at large from his world. But then the ending scene was just insane. We see Batman's dream again. Obviously, he's most likely dreaming about the future here. So we end up seeing the Joker. So that was just such a really cool scene. He mentions Robin for the first time in the DCEU. He mentions that he killed Robin, obviously. Batman says he'll kill the Joker, all this stuff. It was so cool to see some tension between Batman and the Joker in the DCEU. So I thought that was a really cool scene. But then in this dream, we also see all of Batman's allies. I'm pretty sure he was also teamed up with the Joker. Obviously, even though they're teamed up, there's going to be a lot of tension between Batman and the Joker. So Batman's other allies consisted of the Flash, Queen Mara, Cyborg, and Deathstroke, I believe. So that was pretty interesting. But they're all up against Superman because apparently Lois Lane died because of Batman somehow. So that's why they're all up against Superman, and that's why Superman is against them. I don't know exactly what this is. I don't know if Superman was somehow like just teaming up with Darkseid. Maybe Darkseid actually ended up taking him over or something along the lines of that. But all in all, this dream scene was actually really, really cool to see, that being with the Joker and all of the other scenes that were compiled into this. And then we obviously saw the scene of Lex Luthor escaping prison and meeting Deathstroke. So that was actually pretty cool. They talk about Deathstroke fighting Batman. So yeah, that was a pretty cool scene, but we've obviously already all seen that before. And then finally, at the end, we see Martian Manhunter talking to Bruce Wayne about joining the Justice League, and obviously Bruce Wayne approves of it. So that was a really cool scene. It was almost as if they were setting up a Justice League 2, but obviously all of this was probably recorded in 2016 or 2017, so they were probably expecting to make another movie. Not exactly sure if they're still going to be able to do that, because obviously Henry Cavill is really not going to be playing Superman if they end up doing that. So it's going to be really interesting to see if there are going to be any announcements about a potential new Justice League movie. I'd assume after the Snyder Cut, there's got to be at least something, right? So hopefully they end up doing something cool. But yeah, I'd say that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure to comment your thoughts on this video down below, as well as what you guys thought about the Snyder Cut. I thought it was really, really good, so make sure you guys comment your thoughts on it down below. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.